Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the New Business Show. I'm your host, Chris Pastrana, and today we are doing our July podcast. Kind of an updatey slash talky episode that I do by myself once a month. Kind of give you an update about what's going on in the show, things I have planned, things we're doing, all that type of stuff. So I got a lot of stuff to cover today. Let's see, let me get this all straightened up. Okay, so for this month, I want to start by saying I have a new show coming out, and I kind of talked about it on Facebook a little bit. So if you don't follow me on Facebook, you should, hopefully. I don't know what I'm going to call it yet. I'm temporarily thinking about going back to whiskey business, So unlike the New Hampshire Business Show, where we sit and talk with, people in my little chair over here, you can't see it, but over there, about their businesses and all that type of stuff, I'm going to bring on 2 or 3 hosts, and we're going to sit around the table and talk business, similar to what you would get on a radio show like Greg in the Morning Buzz, or so there's going to be a few personalities, and we'll all talk and have fun and do little segments and talk bigger business than, just like one individual company at a time. Then, so that was the first thing. So the new show, and that kind of rolls into what I have going on next. I joined Podcast New Hampshire. And if you don't know what that is, it is a network of podcasters throughout the state. And let me see. So I got a list of them all. There's actually like 10 companies or something like that, and it's pretty cool. So there's more New Hampshire podcasts than I thought. So I got like Damn You Diary, We Need to Talk, Shit Happens When You Party Naked, kind of funny. Let's see, Off Color Discussions, which they're actually going to be on the show in a couple of weeks, which I'll talk about here in a minute again. And then Fish Nerds, Behavioral Observations. So there's a lot of these podcasts that just run right here out of the state. And I learned about one today, which is K8 for Wellness podcast. They're very new. There's only like 5 or 6 episodes. So that's really cool. I actually just did an interview with her about nutrition. So you'll see that here in probably a couple days. And let me see, where was I? Yeah, so those are some of the podcasts we have out there. Now, the reason I brought that up now is one of the hosts for We Need to Talk had said that he had wanted to do a business podcast for New Hampshire. And when I joined the network, he was happy because I had already started one. So instead of, doing this whole thing again on his own, you got me and the New Hampshire Business Show stepping in, and we're still talking about it, but he's also probably a really good candidate to come on to the show I had wanted to start, since it's what he wanted to do anyway. So I'm very excited to see if it's something we can work out together. It sounds pretty good so far. Only time will tell. And then I'm going to find a couple other hosts, and we'll have to figure out a timing and, make it all work. So, let's see, that is that. Which brings me to the next point. I am doing, if y'all remember from a couple years ago when I did Veterans Week, when I had 7 days of veteran interviews, I think it ended up being 6, because I couldn't fill all the days. We are going to do a New Hampshire podcast week. So all of the podcasts I just mentioned, I'm going to try to get them on the show to talk about the podcast, and to do kind of maybe even like a little crossover type day, so they can run their podcast out of here, and we can all just sit and have some fun, and I'll make it all work, and we'll do that, and it'll be a lot of fun. So there's going to be a week of all New Hampshire podcasts coming out pretty soon, so look forward to that. I'm also going to do another Veterans Week. That's a little later in the year, though. That's November, but it always takes like a month or so to find out who I want to have on the show, get them on, do the interview schedule, blah, blah. So as soon as that gets up and rolling, I will need veteran businesses. So if you know anyone, send them my way. I will gladly sit there and talk to them and have them on the show. And then let's see. Oh, I don't want to be on it all day. The New Hampshire Business Show at the Bowery is July 26th from 5 to 8 p.m. So that's coming up here in a couple weeks. It's going to be a ton of fun. I'm very, very excited about that event. So if you haven't said that you're going yet, in the description, there's a link for that event. Go to it. Tell me you're going, because I'm going to provide enough food for the number of people that say they're going. So if you said you were interested, like the 120 people that said they're interested in going, commit. Let me know if you're going to be there or not, because I can only provide, as much food as people that tell me they're absolutely going to be there. So please do that so I have a good number. I think the event hall holds 160 maybe or more, maybe up to 200. We'll know pretty soon, and that'll be the limit to how many people we can bring in. So I want to fill it. I want it to be a super fun night for everybody. So if you want to get in, again, go in, let me know you're going so I can schedule accordingly. So I think that's all the big stuff we got going on this month. No new sponsors, technically. Zim Ventures switched over, so instead of doing websites, he's doing business as 3Up Golf, which is pretty cool. I did an episode on that, so check him out. It's really cool. If you're into golf, it's a cheap little tool that will be really, really helpful for you. And then I got Dream Vacations. Lucy does a great job, making sure people can get the vacations they want and need drastically. So it's really good to see that. Let's see. So my newest affiliate, which was Phone Sites, is doing very, very well. I just signed up. No, I didn't sign up anyone on it. What I did, we did a funnel. I did a funnel for Tim Shank, using the system, and it's looking pretty good so far. He told me he likes how simple and easy it is, and I'm excited to see how well that converts out for him. And then our other affiliates would be Audible, L'Amour Training, New England B2B, Ideal Health, Funnels by Cara, Project Quoting, and Self-Authorship. So all of these people, if you do business with them, they contribute a portion of that back to the show. And that means a lot to me, because on their end, you don't pay more, but they're willing to, provide a little bit for the show, and that means a lot to us. Well, I say us, I mean me, because it's the only way to bring the show up to another level, so that I can do this full time and bring the best quality content to you. Because the next things that are coming out is my cameras are getting upgraded, my audio equipment's going to get upgraded, and then the studio itself. So I've been looking around for spaces. I found a few that I really, really like that would do great things for the show. As far as, a place I can have my own little sign, so you don't have as much. If for anyone who's come to the studio before, and that it can be kind of tricky finding the studio. So we handled that problem, but to do that, the show's got to be able to generate some revenue. So as I work on that, we make it happen. And if you would like to become a sponsor of the show, which is a nice trail into the end of the episode, just reach out, let me know. My email is nhbusinessshow@gmail.com, and that's just the company generic email. But reach out there, let me know if you're interested. Check out the website, www.nhbusinessshow.com. And what else I got? Oh, the Business Card Club. So I'm not going to spin the camera around because I do it all the time. But right over there on the wall, they have a whole board of business cards, and it's grown quite a bit. There's like 12 companies up there now, and it's $20 for a year. That ends up being like $1.60 a month. So if you don't mind throwing $1.60 a month, to help us provide, a better service for the New Hampshire business community, I greatly appreciate it because it helps offset the cost of the office, and you get your name in front of all of the cool entrepreneurs that come in here and sit in the office, and they get to see, your business card and, preferably do business with these people first. So it's pretty cool. And books. So as you all know, I don't charge my guests to come on the show, but if you want to bring gifts or books, I gladly appreciate it because I read a lot. I enjoy reading, and all the books you bring in are available for other people to borrow if they would like. Oh, I keep pointing, but it's over there. You can't see it. I'm not turning my cameras. But all of them are available for people in this office. So if you want to borrow a book, reach out, let me know. We'll set up a time. You can come borrow one. And then they're signed by everyone that reads them. So, come in, sign the book, pass it on to someone else in the community. It's kind of cool. It's a fun little thing, And I think that is it for today. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it. So for the show, if you need a funnel built for your company, one that'll help, on social media, pull in clients for you, reach out, let us know. We'll put them together. They're pretty inexpensive through us because we have two companies that do it. I do the inexpensive ones. They're only $250, plus the $47 for phone sites, right? And yeah, from there we put together a little funnel for you that can do a couple of really cool little things, but they're very simple, very easy. You can put them together through your phone. But if you want something very, very in-depth, very, very complicated, that is who our affiliate Funnel by Cara is for, because the funnels they can put together are insane. They can do anything you need them to do. From, someone opts in, they start emailing and upselling, and, it's a pretty big process, and that's what they do. So if you need something like that, let me know. I'll kind of point you in a direction of which system you want to be on, and we'll go from there. So I think that's it. I think that's all the big stuff for the month. We did a lot of interviews this month. There was only like 3 or 4 days that I couldn't post anything because we had the baby. So that took a couple of days where I couldn't post an episode. And then cancellations. If you schedule to come on the show, I understand emergencies, but apparently there are a lot of emergencies going on. Try to make the time you schedule, because the time slots that you don't show up for, I can't fill. Especially if you call out like a day before, I can't do anything. I can't put anyone on that schedule. So it would be nice to, keep my 7-day-a-week schedule. And a lot of times I can't do that when people cancel on me last minute or just don't show up. So if you schedule a time, please come in. That's me, my last little beg to the audience. Please show up if you schedule a time. And please don't cancel on me the day before or the morning of. That doesn't do me any good. So, because then I lose the chance to, get ads in front of the audience and to fill the time, which hurts my analytics and the algorithms and stuff, so I don't get shown to as many people and, this whole thing. So just from my end, that's why I like, you guys showing up. So anyway, I think that is it. So be on time, be cool, be awesome. 4th of July is coming up. Be safe. It's big. I will see you guys all July 26th. Hopefully you're all there. We're going to do some cool things for that night. And everyone be good. I'll see you next month. That's it for today, everyone. But it doesn't have to end there. Head over to iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, or iHeartRadio to get more from New Hampshire's top entrepreneurs.